You do have to go on there. The real Arnold Schwarzenegger calls in tomorrow. I wonder how he's feeling with that California recall now going away for a while.
He said he'll keep campaigning.
Is that what he says?
Yeah. He is asking the state to appeal to the Supreme Court to reinstate the original date of October 7th.
Yeah, well, the longer it goes on, the more money it's going to cost him. He's putting up a lot of his own money.
Not only that, but it gives the other candidates who are surging a chance to pull ahead.
Right.
They had a limited amount of time to do this.
I think the whole recall is psychotic. I mean, it seems kind of nuts. It almost strikes. I used to think Italy was kind of nutty, that they're always like firing the prime minister or whatever he is, the head of the government.
Yeah.
And they bring in a whole new government every time they don't like something and nothing ever gets done.
Right.
That's what it kind of strikes me as. But
well, this provision was written into the California Constitution, so
yeah.
What are you going to do?
Later on in the show, we'll see a guy who says he's bringing in his twin sisters to get naked if we let him play his guitar on the show.
Hey now.
Oh, my goodness.
Really? Oh, that's right. I remember that guy from the
Yeah, remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I was reading Men's Health magazine I read once in a while. And I read this, and I can't believe what this guy's saying. They got a guy who's called the Travel Detective, and he gives you tips on traveling.
Uh-huh.
And a guy writes into him and says, is the safe in the hotel room worth paying for? Now, usually the safe in the room, the hotels I've stayed in, they
it's
usually...
free.
Okay. But here, listen to his answer. An in-room safe doesn't protect you in any way. Now, whenever I go to a hotel, I always put cash and stuff in there.
Right.
I mean, not a lot, because...
But usually I use it, for stuff I don't want to take, to someplace else in the hotel when I'm going there.
Guy says, in fact, it's a triple insult to use that box.
First, a triple insult?
Yeah. First, by installing that safe in your room, the hotel is acknowledging that it doesn't trust its own security or staff. Well, let's welcome to the real world.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, anybody could have a bad day.
Anybody could be crooked.
Second, in most cases, hotels charge you upwards of $4 a day to use the safe. Lastly, to add injury to insult, if anything goes missing from that in-room safe, or your room for that matter, the hotel is not liable. Your only real protection is to use the safe deposit boxes behind the hotel's front desk and never leave anything of value in your room. That's what he says. How is it the hotel's safe isn't any good? You have the one code. Is there a master key? I guess they have a master key, but...
You know what? Once I forgot the code or something, or couldn't get into mine, they had to call all kinds of people to try to open it.
That's what I'm saying. No one can just get in it.
I use it all the time in Vegas.
Me too.
All the time.
See, I think it's a no-brainer.
I'm telling you, it wasn't easy to open that safe when, and these are the people you're asking to open it. It took a good few minutes to get it open. And they had to bring in some special security guy.
No, but I think he's making a good point that if you're going to travel, just try not to take anything enormously valuable.
Yeah, you don't want to have bear bones
family heirlooms
in there.
Let me read you the email. Here's some of the things that are going on in our audience's mind. Just in case you want to know. Okay. This guy, I happened to say on the air the other day, about 2 weeks ago, that the rap against this guy, Kerry, who's running for the presidential nomination on the Democratic side, they always say he never answers the questions directly. I saw him on a TV show. He was answering the questions directly. That's all I said.
All right.
This guy writes me, here's my opinion of presidential candidate John Kerry, who you endorse, Howard.
Oh, dear.
He's John Kennedy without the intelligence or charisma. So, I don't endorse John Kerry. I just said he was answering the questions directly. That's all. They asked him direct questions. He said yes or no. Here's a guy who's incensed. Yesterday I said that this situation with the terrorists, Iraq, Afghanistan, the Middle East. He says, how dare you call this World War III? You're such a stupid ass. Iraq is a real big war, you faggot. Do you know how large World War II was, you moron? Iraq is an effing skirmish. Well, hate to disagree with you, douchebag. Germany wasn't all that big either. But it turned into one big, as you say, supersized skirmish because everyone had to choose sides. And that's exactly what's happening here. It will be World War III. This is a worldwide scale. And we're going to, when that nuclear weapon goes off, the first nuclear weapon that goes off in this country, and takes out tons of people because they're going to bring them in backpacks. When you see the devastation, we are going to end up nuking half of this world. That's what's going to happen. That's where this is going to end up.
I'm hoping that because we're taking these steps now that this doesn't happen.
Well, let's hope you're right. And thank God that we're doing something. Might not all be right, but I'll tell you what, it's better than doing nothing.
I know there are a lot of people who'd like to wait for the nuclear weapon being exploded
then they'll
in
believe
our
it.
country. I don't want to wait that long.
As far as I'm concerned, the nuclear weapon has already gone off, and that was the World Trade Center. They leveled that place. And they're planning more. They've told us they are. And stop trying to figure out who's a terrorist and who isn't. In Germany, we didn't sit and try and figure out who was a Nazi and who was a civilian.
Yeah, we didn't stop and say, oh, let's not shoot over there. There are no Nazis over there. We said the whole country's Nazi.
We don't want to hurt anyone. We just want to get like Saddam Hussein.
Everybody's a Nazi until otherwise designated.
You realize if we fought World War II now, we just want to go get Hitler.
Right. Let's not bomb the whole country. Let's just see if we can find Hitler.
We would still be chasing the guy. He'd be celebrating his 100th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a guy who says, Fred, we love when you play George Takei's laugh. Love it. Another guy says, the show yesterday was too much. Says, I love the show. I listen every day, but I can't stand listening to that gross out stuff. When the guy ate the dog duty, when the guy, Jeff Curro's ass and eating the McGriddle. Ooh. Says, too much. We have weak stomachs and we're eating breakfast over my house. I feel like puking. I'm begging you, stop this. Stop these contests. It's insane. A lot of people were upset about my comments about John Ritter that I said I feel really bad for John Ritter's family.
Yes.
I feel awful when somebody dies, especially a guy with kids and a wife. But I don't believe John Ritter is the second coming that everyone's rewriting history to make him out to be. He was on a bunch of jiggle shows. He was an entertaining guy, but they got him. You watch TV now, they got him like Laurence Olivier. He's the greatest physical comedian that ever lived. I pointed out that people are going a little overboard in evaluating his career.
Did anybody care when Three's Company was canceled?
No.
Did they rush to get him back on the air because he was so great?
Well, they did have Hooperman.
And how did that go?
Horribly. Hooperman. And no offense to John Ritter. I love watching the guy. But everyone's carrying on.
He was a talented guy.
And absolutely.
As many are, yes.
He memorized his lines. He went in and he always did shows, the ones that were successful, where hot chicks bounced their boobies up and down.
And he showed up on time.
Even the one now is his young daughter, who is hotter than hot. The teenage daughter that he's trying to figure out.
Guys from dating.
Yeah, forget it. Every week. She's like Suzanne Somers with the boobies.
And the low-ride jeans.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The guy's whole career was built around hot chicks.
That's what the show is about, yes.
If Steve Martin had a heart attack tomorrow, I might say he was one of the greatest comedians.
And you won't see this kind of outpouring.
No. But this letter says, Howard, about this John Ritter thing, you are in therapy more than once a week on antidepressants and who knows what else. By the way, I'm not on any medication, and I go to therapy because I'm trying to be a better person. I don't think I'm mentally ill, and I guarantee you, if more people went to the psychiatrist, we'd have a better world, especially that last woman who was on the air. But ripping John Ritter for dying, I'm not ripping him for dying.
He's missing the point.
I love your show, but come on, man. Then you go and get Robin to agree with you. Gee, that's hard to do. Quit being so egotistical and think about other people. It's okay, you can do that. Talk to your therapist. I bet when you found out how John Ritter died, you got all worried that you might have that condition. You're not getting any younger, Howard. Lighten up. No, I'm not worried I have the condition. If I have it, it's undetectable, and who cares?
That's right. You'll know when it hits you.
Here's another one. Howard is just jealous that people like John Ritter. He knows when he dies, no one will say anything nice about him, and most people will remember him as a no-talent ass. Well, that's a good point. Let me tell you something. If John Ritter's so great, how come when the guy was alive, nobody did any great tribute to the guy? And similarly with me, I know when I drop dead, all of a sudden everyone's going to come out of the woodwork. He was an innovator. You might say he was responsible for everything on television today, the loose attitude.
A lot of people didn't like him, but
he was great.
He did change a lot of things.
Yeah. Don't
And
do
there'll
it when
be
I'm
all
dead.
kinds of panel discussions about you.
Give me an award now. Now's the time to honor me, goddammit. When I'm dead, I won't hear a thing.
Yeah.
What, you think I'm going to go off to a make-believe land where I'll be able to look down from the sky and watch you guys honoring me?
You know what? Please contact John Edwards if you can.
If anybody thinks I'm a genius, now's the time to start heaping the awards on me while I can appreciate it. And if John Ritter was so great, such a great actor, he should have been given honorary everything. Emmys.
It'll probably go nuts for him at the Emmys next week, right?
Yeah, but did he ever win one?
No.
He didn't?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
And then there's Suzanne Somers. She's got some nerve. I've had Suzanne on the show many times. She's got some nerve, number one, writing a diet book. Her and Dr. Phil ought to be, you know.
They ought to be run out of the country.
I think he won an Emmy and a Golden Globe, by the way. John Ritter.
John Ritter?
He did, yeah.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
I think
didn't remember.
For Hooperman.
Yeah.
Hooperman.
Yeah. Anyway, the point is, this Suzanne...
Golden Globes don't count, by the way.
This Suzanne Somers, and by the way, Dr. Phil writing a diet book has got to be the ultimate in chutzpah as he sits there with Katie Couric on those commercials and has his belly is hanging over his belt. It's over the sides of his pants. He's got man boobs and he's got 3 chins and he's telling you how to lose weight. This guy's insane. And anyone who watches him is insane.
Dr. Phil writing a diet book has inspired me to write a diet book.
Yeah, why not a cure for baldness book? While we're at it. This guy, Dr. Phil, is the biggest charlatan in 2 feet.
He back in the good old days, he'd have been in a wagon and he'd have a magic elixir.
Come here, ladies. We're going to give you your elixir. This will cure your rheumatism. This will cure your cancer. And this will cure any kind of snake bite you might get. My name is Dr. Phil. I'm here to be with you in your fine town, ladies and gentlemen, for 1 week only. And for 1 week only, I'm going to teach you how to lose weight. I'm going to teach you how to get along with your husband. I'm going to teach you how to get along with your kids.
And then I'm going to bring rain.
And then I'm going to bring the rain. The rain will commence right after we get rid of your rheumatiz.
Look into my enormous head and try to lose weight. Look at my enormous head.
Chaos.
And read Leviticus 18.
All right. Anyway, then Suzanne Somers, who fought with this guy her entire life. He hated her and she hated him.
Well, he blamed her for trying to destroy the show that was making them all rich and famous.
Yeah. And her point was, hey, I'm going in and asking for money. I don't care.
And she thought only of herself. There were 2 other people there. They could have formed a united front, but she was all out on her own.
Yeah, so she basically hosed John Ritter and that
whatever her name is, DeWitt.
Joyce DeWitt.
Yeah.
God rest her soul, too.
She's still here.
Not her career. What's more important, to be here or have a career?
I think it's a career.
Of course. So the point is, this Suzanne Somers now, who reminds me of Cher when Sonny died. Oh, Cher hated Sonny. He was a controlling, manipulative bastard. I can't stand him. I don't want to perform with this son of a bitch. I don't want him on my show. Sonny just skied into a tree. Sonny! There'll be no more Sonny and Cher. The widow didn't get a word in at the funeral. Cher took over the whole funeral like she was always married to him.
Yeah, you'd have thought she was the widow.
You didn't hear from the widow because Cher stepped on her head trying to get to the podium. She knocked her down. But I played this tape yesterday on the air. Suzanne Somers went on... She was so distraught she quickly called in every show, I guess. I'd love her to call in here and explain herself. But she was on Good Day Live with those yentas.
Right.
She pulled herself together enough to go on Good Day Live.
She burst into tears and then ran for the phone.
She needed to talk. And she's crying. I mean, what are you fought with it. You abandoned this man when he needed you.
Didn't speak to him for 20-something years.
Suzanne Somers is on the line right now. Suzanne, thank you for being with us. Suzanne, can you hear us?
Yes,
Steve?
I can.
Yeah. Suzanne, what must you be thinking?
Oh, I don't...
I must be thinking that you guys think I'm a big phony.
Yeah. What must you be thinking?
I just burst into tears when I heard this morning, and there's so much was said about... sorry.
Wow. Should cry like this when the guy was saying to her, could you stay with Three's Company so we're not out of work here?
About what went wrong between John and I, but I just loved John Ritter. I loved him when I worked with him. And
Sure you did.
But you know what? You guys made up, and that's the important thing. You didn't let a grudge
let me
last
tell
the whole
you,
life.
there is so much to be said for resolution. And we did this year. We had this phone
She
call.
wants to make sure everybody knows she got, she made up
She
with
did
him.
talk to him,
Yeah.
and they, I guess, had resolved something.
That was absolutely beautiful, and we planned to do a project together. And
Project. There's no project. We plan to do a project.
I think they were going to build something.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to step into that project, please call me.
I'm going to build a log cabin in Vermont.
A project. What project is Suzanne Somers at 60 years old going to do with John Ritter? I want details. What I would have said, what project?
Yeah.
Let me hear this
just
project.
tell me the premise.
Yeah. Well, we were going to... Okay, you got me.
Okay, if there's no project.
We were going to invent a nuclear weapon.
Okay, we're bringing back Three's Company, okay?
We were planning a terrorist attack.
I learned so much from him. I watched him like a sponge in that first couple of years, and he was the
By the way, I pointed out yesterday, a sponge has no eyes.
Right.
You can watch someone like a sponge. You can absorb information like a sponge.
best physical comic that I've ever watched. I put him in a category with Dick Van Dyke.
You're the second one to say that this morning.
Everyone is saying that. He was the best physical comedian we've ever seen. And no one even knows what that means. What is a physical comedian?
I do. Somebody who falls down.
Yeah, physical comedian. I'm a physical comedian. You look at me, you laugh. I'm awkward and gangly and long. That's funny.
Like the Three Stooges used to hit each other in the face with shovels.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
John Ritter was not a physical... He was a guy who talked a lot to girls with big boobs.
Right, exactly. When the Three Stooges build a house, get that. That's physical comedy.
Yeah, I feel bad about John Ritter, but let's put everything in its proper place. Not everybody... this is crazy. And this Suzanne Somers was so... When this guy needed her, she was not there for him.
She was out of the door.
He said to her, can we all stick together a little bit here so we don't lose our jobs? And she said no. And then, come on, what's going on here now?
She was a
rewriting history.
He is physically genius.
No one could do it.
Jillian Barbary.
I love that line.
He is physically genius.
She might be my favorite dumb hot chick on TV.
I love her. I would love to bang her.
She's the best.
I'm telling you.
She should put out an album.
You are physically genius.
He is physically... First of all, he is. He's no longer anything.
He could do.
Where were you and Alan when you heard the news?
I woke up this morning, I turned on Good Morning America, and I heard Diane Sawyer say, it's always so sad when you lose someone so young, and I thought, I wonder who, and then she said John Ritter, and...
Suzanne, I can't help but think, because I knew both of you for a long, long time, how wonderful that you had that phone call.
Oh, I am so grateful. And for anybody out there, if you've got unresolved stuff in relationships, make the phone call today. You never know what tomorrow will bring.
Suzanne, what happened? Who's prompted it? Why?
Yeah, we'll call the dad who raped us.
Because we know that you guys had issues, but what happened? What helped resolve it?
It's several years ago, his wife, Amy, I was in the bathroom at the premiere of Victor Victoria.
Amy.
And I didn't know who she was. This beautiful woman came up to me, and she said, I'm John Ritter's wife. And I said,
Oh.
Hello, Mrs. Ritter. What do I say?
oh, wow. And she said, and John's out there, and you two have to get back together. And she pulled me out.
I bet she's just like Cher.
The old guy's doing her.
Yeah, hopping on the old Sonny bandwagon when he died.
I love
And
him.
John and I just looked at each other, and we love each other. And
So Amy got you back.
it was Amy.
Oh,
Amy,
I
yeah.
love that woman. And
I do too. I
My
called
heart
it-
for her today is just breaking.
I called it.
Yeah, that's who should be on the phone to Good Day New York, not
No,
Suzanne
no,
Somers.
No. The widow shouldn't be on the phone either. But anybody
Well.
who's truly grieving shouldn't be on the phone.
Yeah, if you're really that upset, you don't call Jillian Barbary, Good Day New York, and the other yenta.
I love that woman. Have you met her? No. Just love her.
Morning.
She doesn't even know her name.
Yeah.
Did you speak with her?
And she said, I said, I'm so sorry for you. And she said, it is absolutely inconceivable what has happened.
Because there was no warning. He wasn't sick. It hadn't
warning.
been diagnosed in any way.
No, it's a huge loss for.
Who's moaning in the background, Jillian?
I think so. I mean, they're
I wonder
all
if she'd moan like that.
Dorothy, I think Dorothy's the moaner in the reaction.
I'm so sorry for that John had a piss. I said to Amy, I'm so sorry for you. And she said, I'm so sorry you're not going to do that project. And I said, what project? The project.
His family, but for all of us. John Ritter was very, very special. And I know the first day that I walked onto the set on Three's Company, and I didn't know him before that. And he was so warm. And I've never enjoyed working opposite.
She really should quiet down.
Yeah, just shut up.
Just shut up.
You know,
Yeah.
again, I'm only getting my history from that movie they put out this year, Behind Three's Company.
Right.
But the whole premise was that the three of them were going to stick together, and then Suzanne Somers screwed them.
Of course.
And then after they got Suzanne off the show, John Ritter and Joyce DeWitt swore that they would always stick together.
Right.
And then they show the scene where Ted Harbert comes in, and Joyce DeWitt comes to work, and she's like, what's going on? Something, my name's not in my dressing room. And they go, we're doing a show called Three's a Crowd. And she goes, well, what about me? And they go, oh, you get married and leave the show. You're gone. And she turns to John Ritter and she goes, what happened? I thought we were sticking together. And he just turned around. It was very
Yeah,
weird.
that's true. You're right about that.
She's like, John, you promised we would stay together. We'd help each other out.
Morris, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm a big fan. I listen to you every single morning.
By the way, when people die, they always rewrite history. And, I see this even in my own family. Someone who is totally hated suddenly becomes a good guy. Somebody, and Suzanne Somers, she ought to just calm down.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. Basically what I'm saying is you said that you want people to praise you while you're alive. I'm a big fan. I listen to people call you every single morning and say, hey, Howard, I love you. Hey, Howard, you're the best. Meanwhile, every time they say that, you're like, yeah, thanks. Well, what do you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to be praised on my own show. That's like going to an NAACP meeting and pandering to black people. We need to honor me outside of the show. I need to be honored by the industry.
A Kennedy Center honor.
Yeah, where President Bush gives me the Medal of Freedom.
Right, or, some industry-wide.
How dare you laugh, sir?
No, I do agree. I guess that I didn't understand your point.
Yeah, in other words, to be complimented on my own show is easy. I want the rest of the country to acknowledge my accomplishments.
Now, you know
that I agree with.
Thank you.
You totally
That I agree with. Hi, Robin. How are you?
All right. Yes.
You totally qualify for the Kennedy Center honor.
Of course, but they'll never give it to me.
I think you're in that
They're
category.
going to give it to people who cure things.
Yeah.
No. They give that to, musicians.
Yeah.
and-
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
No offense. I think I have done 10 times more in this industry than James Earl Jones. Honest to God.
I would agree.
I just think that. I think I deserve the Kennedy Center honors over. I think James Earl Jones should hand over his Kennedy Center honor to me.
I don't deserve it.
This is for you, Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, tomorrow I'm handing out the Kennedy Center honor to James Earl Jones. If you want the list of the Kennedy Center honors, your head will explode. It's like Whoopi Goldberg has one.
Yeah. No talents. Linda, you're on the air.
Hey, Balls Itch.
Balls itch?
Yeah, listen.
Okay.
Yesterday you said, John Ritter, so what, big deal, he's a nice
That's not
guy.
what I said. He's a
Wasn't
good guy.
that the whole point of your movie?
No.
Okay, number two.
No.
No,
You're
number
missing-
two.
Well, you
number
made it-
two,
Number two.
dumbass. Listen, number two. First of all, you said that. Second of all, you said his whole career was built on boobies.
Yeah.
You say you're a half Jew. Are you half a retard? Wasn't that your whole freaking career? And number 3, here's my tribute to you.
You've got me.
You dumbass!
Thank you.
Boobies!
How dare you? I'm not even going to honor that with an answer. Yes, Adam, go ahead.
Yeah, I just watched the True Hollywood Story, and Suzanne Somers is on there saying that Three's Company was the worst time of her life.
Yeah.
And now she's praising him.
Yeah, well, of course. When someone dies, right, ooh, and she's rushing.
It depends on what's going on, whether it was the worst or the best.
Yeah. When he's dead, now it was the best.
Yeah.
She watched him like a sponge.
Which is true. She didn't look at him at all.
He was
Howard,
a physical,
I can't
and
see
to quote
a
Jillian, he's a
sponge.
physical genius.
I listened to him.
Physically genius.
Physically genius.
I listened to him like a couch.
Finally, in the email, I saw Artie at the Funny Bone in St. Louis on Friday night, and it was the worst stand-up routine I have ever seen. I am a huge Artie fan, but the show, I was very pissed off that I spent $25 to see him. He must have slammed 3 large glasses of Jack Daniels, and numerous shots of tequila, which makes me realize that he is the next John Belushi or Chris Farley. Artie, you better get your act together, or you will be dead in less than a year.
Those shots were thrown at me.
And let me say something. I received a lot of hate mail from women who are very pro Johnny Depp, and unlike women most women, they see a pretty face and they just can't.
They swoon. They like guys.
They swoon. Here's some angry women writing. Face it, Howard, you are never ever going to win a popularity contest with Johnny Depp. Get over it. If you want to pout about Johnny Depp and his comments and patriotism, go right ahead. It's seriously and obviously pathetic. You are the biggest crybaby. Isn't that something?
Wow.
Imagine that. This guy
They don't even care what he says.
slams America when we're at a war.
Chicks love him.
That we're just a big bunch of dumb puppies with big teeth, and I'm being attacked. You guys are so off about Johnny Depp. I was listening to your reports about how Depp says negative things about America. If you go back and do some homework, he didn't put down our country. He said the reason that he lives in France is because he over and over
She
again.
didn't even know what article we're talking about.
Well, it's a very sad day.
You can't insult a good-looking guy.
Just Baba Fufai.
Hey, I just printed out the past recipients of the Kennedy Center honors, and
Yes.
I highlighted a few people I think that you definitely deserve more.
Thank you. Let me see this list.
I certainly think that you're better than
Cheetah Rivera. Who's that?
Wasn't she in West Side Story, or is that Rita
Yeah.
Moreno?
Rita Moreno was in the movie, but she did the Broadway show.
Oh, for Christ. Angela Lands, Victor Borga,
That's the one that really got me.
Victor Borga?
Shirley Temple
talking
Black.
about?
She's a child actor. Who's Roy Acuff?
He's like a
country singer?
Oh, for Christ's sake. They gave that to him. Ginger Rogers. Myrna Loy.
Yeah, Myrna Loy.
Anthony Tudor.
Who's that?
Yehudi Menuhin. Who's that?
He's a concert violinist?
Big
right?
deal. I hate violin. Never liked it. Very hard to play, but there's no point in learning it. It's like learning
He's
how.
made a good living.
It's like learning how to shoot yourself.
They give out they give out a lot of those.
John Ritter, you're on the air from heaven.
Howard,
Yes.
John, I think you could do me a favor.
Hurry up with this joke.
Can you speak at my eulogy?
All right, thank you. It's called a funeral.
Can you speak at my eulogy? And what's all the coughing about?
Is the wife that was with him when he died? She's the original wife.
No,
Second
of
wife.
course not.
What are you crazy?
I'm just checking.
It's Hollywood.
A eulogy is what you say.
He had an older son.
Did you hear beautiful young woman?
Yeah.
Got confused.
He had an older son with the first wife,
Right.
who's actually a TV
He
actor
actually had several kids.
all over the
I
place.
think 3 kids with the first.
Howard, this is John Ritter up in heaven.
Yes.
I'm actually doing pratfalls up here as we speak.
What are you doing?
Pratfalls.
Pratfalls as we speak. And you know, Suzanne Somers, she is a fat load.
All right, there you go. That's John Ritter saying it.
From his mouth.
All right.
That's a great John Ritter impression.
That was really a good John Ritter. I almost thought it was him.
Dead on.
I don't know. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Oh, the guy's here with his. All right, let me do that.
And we got to talk about that, by the way, because he said he was coming with his twin sisters, and I was only with one sister.
He's saying, but his sister will get naked?
Yeah. You know, here's the funny thing.
Is it definitely his sister? Did you check that out?
I think so. I'll double check it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
What did you do to make sure?
Ronnie usually checks their licenses and stuff. I'll
Okay.
just double check with him. But you're okay if it's just one sister, even if it's just one?
Guy's going to come in and his sister's going to get naked? And then what does he want for that?
He wants to play a little guitar.
How much guitar?
I said we give him a minute.
That's
That's
really
a lot. Give him 30 seconds.
30 seconds. If you brought both sisters, I don't play a whole song.
Yeah, he gets 30 seconds for one sister.
And does the sister look good?
She's cute.
Yeah.
The weird thing is she didn't appear to know why she was here this morning. One
Well,
of
she
those.
doesn't know.
Now she knows.
And she's okay with this?
Well, it took a little convincing.
All right, let me take a break. And then when I get back here, I'll investigate this. All right? For one sister, I'll let him play a little bit. I mean, I thought it was two sisters.
Right, that's the deal he made. Two sisters.
Yeah, you make a deal, you got to stick to it. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Arnold Schwarzenegger tomorrow.
Versus Larry King.
You say that you knew Sandy Koufax. How about Amelia Earhart?
Amelia Earhart, casually.
The Easter Bunny?
Frequently.
You know what time it is?
No.
Isn't it time for you to propose?
Don't lie about your name.
How do you mean?
Enjoy the book.
Well, I'm just asking a question. Will you see Fault Man, Larry?
Godzilla. Godzilla. Linda, you're on the air. Go ahead. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Howard.
Hi, Linda.
It's this is the balls itch woman I just called a few minutes ago.
Okay.
I was angry at you.
All right.
I actually love you.
Thank you.
I'm actually your biggest fan in Michigan.
Thank you.
I'm an Arabic 29-year-old woman, probably the only Arabic woman that's actually a fan of yours.
That's not true.
And I love you. But when it comes to this John Ritter thing, it's, you know, you come
Honey,
across it as if you were jealous. And
I'm
I
not
hate
jealous of John Ritter. I'm just saying put everything in its proper perspective.
that. But you know what? When you die, God forbid that should happen anytime soon, you would want people to be a little exaggerated as well.
Well, let me tell you something. That I've gotten such disrespect in my time. I've received so few honors.
But you will.
That who wants them when you're dead? Come clean now and talk about how great I am. Now, John
Okay,
Ritter.
you are great, and I love you.
All right, thank you. It's not the kind of honor I'm looking for.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
You want to play a game?
No. I got a guy here. I got to go, baby. Nice woman, but really, I got to go. Hey, by the way, just to mention, in the Daily News today, they do mention that I was at Judith Regan's 50th birthday party. Judith is the woman who published both my books. Let me just say this. What is going on? I mean, Judith now is so... Everything Judith does is
publicity oriented.
And it's always mine, and it's even an embarrassing guest list. It goes, Judith Regan had a surprise 50th birthday party. By the way, she's older than 50. What's going on, too?
Well, they never gave her the 50th birthday party, so I guess that was the surprise.
We should have had the 50th 3 years ago. It takes a lot to get one over on Judith Regan, but the Power Publishers' jaw hit the floor Saturday when 200 friends threw a surprise 50th birthday party for her at John Luke. Lying in wait were Howard Stern, Rose McGowan, David Zizinko, Patricia Duff, Dick Morris, Janice Dickinson, and lawyer Dominic Barbara.
Wow.
60 pounds lighter thanks to an admitted stomach staple.
I thought you said you didn't know anybody there.
I knew Janice Dickinson. I talked to her a little bit. Remember her?
Yeah, I do. She was in here. Rose McGowan, you don't know?
Rose I talked to, but she's never that friendly to me. I don't know whether she has nothing to say or... She's friendly, but we look at each other. I go, hey, Rose. And she goes, hey. Like, she's always like, hey.
Oh, it's always low-keyed.
Too cool for the room.
And she starts talking about Marilyn Manson to me, who she's still obsessed with, if you ask me.
Yeah,
because every time she brings up Marilyn Manson. Meanwhile, she's with some other dude, an editor of a Men's Health magazine.
Right.
Doesn't
talk about him?
Doesn't really introduce me. She introduced me. I shouldn't say that, but she doesn't really have anything to say to me.
Oh.
She's not real talkative. And then we go, hey, how you doing? I told you I was out of there in an hour.
Yeah.
But everything is press released. I mean, if I have a surprise birthday party one day, which I don't want.
Who would give that to you?
You.
I told you the date I want to see you for your birthday.
Don't, and I really want to ignore it. I'll get to dinner with you, and don't call it a birthday dinner.
Oh,
it's so goddamn depressing.
Jeez. Well, there's only one thing more depressing.
Not having any alcohol that day.
No, not making it to your 50th
Well, that's true. And no Dominic at my birthday.
I was considering that, and I'm saying no.
I don't need him sitting there every minute.
If he's acting the way he's acting, I have to keep him away.
Good. Keep everyone away. Just you be there.
Well, I want a few more people than that.
All right. All right, this guy calls me up, says he's going to bring his twin sisters in to get naked if we let him on.
And then he shows up with one?
Shows up with one sister. I've never.
Where's the other twin?
That's my point. This guy's name is Fred. And I guess he's so desperate to play guitar.
He'll pimp out his sisters.
He's pimping out his sister, which is okay with me.
Well, if you have to do it, a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do.
Sister had no idea why she was coming down here. He just broke the
Why
news
do
to her.
guys do that to their sister?
I don't know. It's the only way they can get them down here.
I hear a guitar.
It's not a guitar. That's our lights.
Oh, you're kidding.
Can you turn off that light, you guys? Oh, wow. There's Fred and there's his sister. How you doing, baby?
Robin's got big jugs. Robin's got big jugs.
Yeah, but nobody's going to be seeing them. They're going to be seeing your sister.
Yeah, your sister's got big jugs, dude, whether you notice or not.
I can't believe this. You guys have two naked guys on throwing tomatoes at their butts. And I have to go through all of this.
Where's your other sister? You have a twin?
Yeah. You want to see a picture?
Well, I'm talking to the girl, your sister.
Oh, yeah. I have a twin.
You have a twin?
Yes.
Where is she?
She's home.
Why am I hearing all that noise, Doug? Are you aware you're making a ton of noise over there with your microphone? Do you hear the show? You don't even know what you're doing. Your mic has to be off if it's not being used.
Sorry, it was all tangled. This one is untangled.
Yeah, but turn it off.
It was hot.
Turn it off. I tell you, it's like everyone's doing the show for the first time. I work with lunatics. He's untangling a wire with the microphone on and wasn't even aware of it. What planet are you living on?
I'm sorry.
Where do you work?
I'm sorry.
You work in television. How many years now? You don't know? You don't hear yourself untangling a wire?
I didn't hear it in here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay for you to do the show.
How was Scores in Chicago?
It was good.
Yeah, how did you... You know what? It's an amazing thing. Scores opened up in Chicago. Gary got hired to go do a job there. He gets paid to go. Everybody else who was there had no reason for being there. There were more guys going down there.
I didn't have a reason for being there?
No.
Yeah, I did.
What was the reason? Tell everyone.
I shot a whole segment. I'm editing it tomorrow.
You shot a whole segment.
What's
you
the
normally...
segment?
Anything out of town, you usually send a crew. Come on.
Well...
Who are you kidding? You went there because Scores was opening.
Yeah, but it was a good segment.
Be honest.
It was a good thing. We're going to
You
get
had no reason to be there. We could have any crew shoot it.
That's not true.
What did you do that was so special?
And what we have got?
When do you ever go out of town and do that? Be honest.
I go out of town a lot.
To shoot segments?
Yeah, we do.
What? What segment did you go out of town for?
I'll make you a list. I'll give you a list tomorrow.
No, right now, name one.
Voyeur dorm.
Yeah, a sex thing.
Whenever there's girls.
Whenever there's girls, they throw you a perk.
And no affair, Howard, I gotta say, Doug, I'm not throwing you under the bus. That was, I think you went to Voyeur dorm before you were married. That's how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and when's the last time you went on something non-sexually related?
Let's see. Yesterday I did Tabitha Stevens' sex date.
Yeah, and that was here. That makes sense.
Yeah, when did you go out of town?
We did Ronnie and Scott Salem racing around a track, non-sex related.
Where was that?
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah, okay.
Did
please. 2 years ago. And you're at the Manhattan.
Melrose Larry Green Cribs.
You're at the Manhattan. You're at the Manhattan.
Oh.
You're at the Norm Zeta Cribs at the same time you did Melrose Larry, which is a sex thing.
It wasn't a sex thing. They weren't.
You wanted to go see Norm Zeta.
Let's see.
All right, but do me a favor.
Yeah.
When you use the microphone, turn it off.
I'm sorry. I was trying to be quiet. It was just all tangled.
Yeah, but use your head. Use your head. I need you to think.
You're right.
You should see how many guys went down there.
I can't wait to see this Scores segment. It must be mind-blowing.
I actually worked. I actually did a lot of work.
Sure.
I shot for like 4 or 5 hours with the girls. And
Gary was the only guy. All of a sudden, Ross Zapin's down there.
Wayne Siegel was the biggest in mind-boggling.
Wayne Siegel.
Wayne Siegel went down there. Who else was there?
You know what's funny about Wayne Siegel? I think that their plane got in around 4 or 5 o'clock on Saturday, and we were all on the 9 a.m. flight on Sunday.
Wow.
You know, like he came in for like 11 hours. You know, it was a ridiculous thing.
And who else was there? It was like all kinds of guys.
The two Rosses, the cameraman,
Ronnie, the limo
Ronnie-
driver,
yeah.
flying down.
Yeah, he was working.
He was
Yeah.
consulting.
He was consulting. Buddy of mine came. One of my buddies came.
Ganji went. I guess we needed 2 producers down there.
Yeah.
You were down there too with Ganji.
Yeah. Ganji and I went.
Why did Ganji have to go?
You can, I guess, call that a perk.
So the next time I can't get something in the budget, I could just say, well, you had the money to fly Ganji down.
This is not a budget breaker. This was under $1,000.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then anything
flights.
under 1,000, I should be able to get. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
You'll see, it's going to be a good segment. Seriously. I mean, I know you think it's a goof and it's so stupid that we were there, but it's going to be fun.
What's up, Ronnie?
Yeah, I was down there working.
Okay.
Come on, man.
No,
I know it must have been good because no one's telling me any details.
Yeah, I'm like, you
No,
can't
it was
hear anything
like
about it.
going to a party. That's all. It was fun.
Yeah, didn't you have some kind of announcement or something?
Yeah, I just wanted to make an official announcement. As of last week, I am an official consultant of Scores. They made me up business cards, and I will go to all openings of the new clubs. There's going to be a lot of new clubs opening up.
What do you consult, though?
I go in and I just, teach the girls how to dance in the cage and stuff like that.
Oh, by
he
the way,
was dancing in the cage.
He did get in the
Well, I had to
cage.
teach them.
He's a fresh air
And,
consultant.
like checking out the club to see if it's
Do you
set
get
up
paid
right.
for it?
Oh, we're working on that.
Really? You're going to work for Scores?
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
All right. I mean, at least it doesn't seem so creepy if you're getting some pay.
They flew me down. I didn't, they took care of all my expenses, everything.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I think that's his pay.
Yeah.
I think
No,
which is
no,
fine.
no.
I think
I don't think he's looking for any pay.
This
He loves
time,
you.
yes.
Right,
This
he
time,
loves
yes.
to be there.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Ron.
He's a
He's so
consultant for
proud of
strip
that.
club.
Get him.
I got to see this business card.
All right, let's get back to this guy here.
I just want to say one more thing. I got to tell you, I don't know one girl's name ever. Even girls that dance with me in Vegas, I don't know them. Hello, Julie. Hello, Heather. Hello,
Ronnie.
Melanie.
Yeah, he's taking it to a whole new level. He's down there every Friday night and hangs on Lonnie's every
They're
word.
his friends.
They are.
He's taking it to a whole new level.
But they're his buddies.
No. Oh yeah,
It's like his best friend.
Lonnie.
Yeah.
I know. It's really creepy.
Lonnie's a good guy.
Love Lonnie.
He's a great guy.
So Ronnie's creepy.
Yeah. Oh, Ronnie's definitely creepy.
What's you see Ronnie's new tattoo?
No, another one?
The one that says "Born to Kill" or whatever that is.
You told me
Yeah,
about
that's
that. Yeah.
he's got that shirt Born to Kill, too.
Well, that's his favorite shirt, and then he had the whole big emblem tattooed on his arm.
Take off your shirt.
What does it say again, Ron?
It doesn't say anything.
But it's from Born to Kill, right?
Yeah, I took the words out.
Why? You were born to kill. Look at the size of this thing.
Oh, my God.
It's a big, angry skull with... Someone thought his arm was bleeding. There's blood droplets.
Wow.
Yeah, two guns going through the head. Got a big bullet hole.
Does look like blood.
Bullet hole through the helmet.
What is that all about?
Did you notice that the guy was smoking a joint? Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what does all that mean, Ronnie?
Yeah, what does it mean, though? Like, why do you identify
I don't know.
with
I just happen to like it. It was on the shirt. I have the shirt for a long time. It's kind of like a shirt I wear when I go crazy, and I decided to do the tattoo. Why are you laughing, man? Look at
Hey, hey, Ronnie, recite your Haftorah.
This guy drives you around, man.
I know.
You didn't trust your life with this man.
Nah, he loves me, man. You know that. Otherwise, he wouldn't let me, do the things I do.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right.
All right, let's quit gaying off. We got broads in here. Come on.
All right. Now, let me understand this. Why is it important for you to play the guitar?
Me?
Yeah.
Because
me. Who am I talking
Because
to?
I like doing it. I want to be on the show. I'd rather, I don't know. I got a CD I'd rather you play if you wanted to do that instead of demo.
Nah.
All right, good.
Maybe we should brought both sisters.
But I'll play live.
All right. Have you guys worked this out? Now, when are you going to get naked?
You really want to see me naked?
Yeah. Of course we do.
Well, you don't have to get naked, but your brother can't play his guitar.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Wow.
That's why I want to see that. Artie, where are you?
Right here, man.
Are you back there writing jokes? You're awfully quiet.
Not doing anything.
I would love it if he wrote a joke.
It's got to be the best job.
You're looking at what I do. It's basically nothing.
Great.
So, you're a stay-at-home mom, and your brother didn't tell you why he was bringing you down here?
A little bit.
Right. What did he say to you?
He kind of told me. I don't know. I was just kind of supporting him. I think he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
And I think he's good. So that's
You think
the
he's good
reason
on
why I'm
guitar?
here. If I thought he totally sucked, I would not be here.
And Ken, what is it? You think you're so good on guitar you're going to get discovered?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Who knows?
How long you been playing that guitar, and how old are you?
I'm 23, and I've been playing for like probably almost 9 years.
Do you have a band?
No band, nothing?
Yeah, I just broke up with my band recently, so now I'm doing my own stuff. I do my own recording. I have, I play drums, bass, guitar on it. I sing on it.
So your brother said, come on down and get naked so I can play on the show?
Well, I told him I'm not getting totally naked.
She didn't know it was going to be on TV. She was crying.
It's
when
on
they-
TV.
When they came out, she
and
had tears down there.
totally naked. That's the deal.
It's got to be total?
We want to see your beeve and everything.
Beeve. That's what we want to see.
Oh, now, see, you're upsetting a stay-at-home mom.
I don't care. He didn't even have the other sister down here.
What happened to your sister? She didn't come.
She's smart.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, right? You're crying already.
You got to get her out of here.
How come you're crying?
Oh, my God.
Sweetheart, don't cry.
Now you make me feel horrible.
Dude, what are you doing to your sister? Wait a second. Let me talk to the sister. How come you're crying? What's going on?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel horrible.
Oh.
I don't blame you. Your brother wants you to get naked on TV. You feel horrible. You should feel horrible.
Dude, I was hoping I could come down and get tomatoes thrown on my ass like those guys on
Hell
TV.
no, man.
That's already been done.
Would it have helped you if your sister did it with you?
Probably, but she's not here.
So tell me why you're crying exactly. Because you are going to get naked and you feel terrible, or because you're not going to get naked and you feel terrible?
I feel bad she's crying. You want to, I'll make you laugh. I'll take my shirt off.
No.
I'll get the exercise.
Let me understand what's going on. Why are you crying exactly? You must be having some thoughts that you can share with us.
I don't know. I don't know how girls just get up here and do it because it's hard. And plus, I know how you criticize, and I had 2 kids, and
Yeah, it's going to be rough in here. You're going to get naked. You had 2 kids. You're probably not in top shape, right?
Brother's in the room.
Your brother's in the room. There's a whole bunch of things. I'd be crying too.
Yeah, there's a mess of things that could make you cry.
Where do we start? I tell you what, you got a great rack. I bet it looks good with your top off. It doesn't?
Now, this is awful.
it's the truth.
I bet you it's beautiful. What? Because it's not Pam Anderson? I don't need those big giant bazookas. If your brother was a really good guitar player, he wouldn't need you to do this.
I know, but he loves you so much, and I know that how he wanted to come here and everything, and I know we live in Buffalo, so it's like.
Yeah,
By the way, could you keep crying? Because this is very hot. Once you're naked and crying, it reminds me of that end scene in Fame. Remember Coco starts crying and she's naked? That's hot.
Jolie, Coco.
You know what the funny-
Coco, you look beautiful.
Howard, you know what the funny thing is?
What?
She got a cute face, and I think she's probably better looking naked than she thinks she is.
Yeah, she's being very critical.
You're being very critical because
Women all think they have a fat ass. Women think their boobs don't look
No,
good.
I have no butt, and I have.
You have a butt. How do you go to the bathroom? What do you mean you have no butt?
Coco.
You know what I mean.
Coco, you have a butt.
Coco, you're beautiful. Who's the guy with the guitar?
All right, let me understand something. So I think you're crying because you're saying to us, I can't get naked, but you're afraid to tell your brother that.
Well, yeah, I just wanted him to be able to play. I mean,
It's not going to happen.
I know.
I think she's thinking of the long car ride back to Buffalo and how she disappointed her brother.
Is he going to yell at you?
No.
You're just going to disappoint him as a sister. He loves you so much, and you won't even get naked so he can play the guitar on the show.
Could he really love her and make that offer?
So he can play in 20 million people. can
You
hear him.
say you love your brother, but you won't even get naked so he can play the guitar.
I didn't think she'd be like this. If I knew she was going to be so upset, I wouldn't even.
Hey, listen, honey.
I'm glad I'm here.
thought she
I'm
was
glad
some
I got
kind
to
of
meet you guys.
free
That's all right.
spirit?
You know what I mean?
It's okay. You're doing him a favor. Right now, no one knows he sucks. If he got naked, 20 million people would know he sucks.
Yeah.
I really don't think he sucks, though.
Nah, you're just a sister.
Wait
you
a
love
minute.
him.
Let's talk about
No,
this
but it's the truth, because I tell you, I would not
I
be
know
here.
some of the bands you listen to suck that you play. Some of
Who sucks that I listen
the
to?
music that people send you.
Let me hear. I want to hear
what
who
you
sucks.
like what you say you like.
I love every guy who's got a bad band goes,
STP. I love.
well, STP is great, so who do I like that sucks?
Oh, who do you like?
Yeah.
Oh, not. I'm saying people that send you music. When you play people
yeah,
off the
yeah.
streets, they think they're so great.
And
all
you
that.
think, but don't you think you're like
I'm
that?
probably the same way, but that's why I
Right.
want you guys to criticize or just listen to 30 seconds.
I'm not listening until your sister gets naked.
See, she's crying because she knows he's great, but she can't take her clothes off so the world can find out.
But wait a minute. If he was really that great, wouldn't you take your clothes off?
I would think.
I'll take mine off.
I don't want to see that.
I'll play in the streets of
I'm not.
Manhattan.
I'm not going to gay off here.
We don't understand your offer.
I find your sister attractive. I can't wait to see her naked.
Gate off the other day.
Get out of here.
Threw tomatoes in two guys' asses.
I'll be quiet about that.
That wasn't
It's not
gay.
gay. That's hitting naked men.
That's gay bashing.
It's gay bashing. Artie's right. Let me get back to your sister. I really don't want to hear from you.
Let's get it straight.
Because you know what? You should have worked this out with your sister ahead of time. You're making me look bad. Now you're making me look bad, and it's not your sister's fault. It's yours for not giving her the heads up.
First of all, you came down here. You don't even have what you promised. You don't have the twins.
Yeah.
You got me. But I didn't know it was going to be on TV. That's why I told her it was.
Do you watch the E! Show every night?
Yeah, I watch.
All
but
right,
you
you
can't
know what goes
possibly
on.
play every single thing that comes in.
Sure we
Every
do.
naked
You really
thing we
do.
do.
If your sister gets naked, she's on.
I'm crying and sure of that.
Then there's always the DVD where we take off the bars.
Oh.
Not on.
Yeah. Think of the exposure.
You're not helping, Howard.
Hey, I'm being honest with your sister more than you
we're
are.
going to do the right thing. We're going to tell her what's happening.
Does your sister groom down there? Do you know?
Are you totally shaved?
The hell would I know?
No, I'm not totally shaved, but I'm.
You got a landing strip?
I'm not crazy down there.
You're not crazy down there?
No.
Good.
This is horrible.
How many kids? You got two?
Yeah.
How old are they?
2 years and 2 months and 9 months.
Wow.
The kid just called in and said, Mom, please take your clothes off if you love Uncle
Fred.
Ken.
Uncle Fred. What?
Could you take your blouse off?
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. What's the matter? You're acting like some dumb school kid all of a sudden. I thought you were a professional.
I am.
Well, then what's the problem?
I can't.
That's better. That's lovely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Could you arch your back? Arch your back, little Coco. It's très joli, Coco. It's très joli. Oh, smile for me, Coco. Come on, Coco. Smile, smile. Smile for me, yeah. Now take your thumb and put it in your mouth like a little schoolgirl.
That's what your brother's doing to you.
Where do you get this crap?
Where do you get this crap?
From a movie.
That's funny.
Oh,
it sound like.
Fun. Well, that's you.
It sound like about a half hour ago.
This is right. Hey, Bill, you're on the air.
Hey, Al.
Hey.
That air Dan's killing you, man.
What's he doing now?
I don't know. He pushed the button on Ronnie. We got him barely
Ronnie?
hear anything on it.
Oh, Dead Air Dave, busy censoring. What's going on? Can you get me the info right away?
Ronnie was talking about dancing in a cage.
Love you, Howard.
I don't know. The rules are being changed every day. Yeah, Mike, go ahead. You're on the air.
Howard, hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, listen, you hook nose, you bastard. Why don't you beat this son of a bitch with his guitar and throw him on their ass?
Shut up, you faggot.
Get him out, you little wuss.
Were we bleeped? No. Oh, we weren't bleeped. See, you guys are bad-mouthing Dead Air Dave. What's the problem?
Nothing.
Huh.
There's no problem. He hasn't touched the button.
The show just sounds disjointed. It's our fault.
Who's this moron on the phone calling you a Jew?
Yeah, half Jew.
Faggot. Now you're getting tag team, buddy.
Yes, Rich.
Hey, Howard, you better not puss out and let this guy play if it's
Oh, no.
to get naked.
I'm not pussing out.
You get naked, bitch. You get naked.
Faggot.
You little dirty hooker.
Wait, one of your
You
children.
hooker. You get naked. You know what you came down there to do, you little hooker.
Oh,
You go down there and do what you got to do.
Looks like you're crying again.
Take this seriously, please.
Take it seriously.
These are all morons.
Why are you crying now?
Because I don't want to do it. I don't. I'm sorry.
You're probably going to have to. There's an FCC law. If you come in here and say you're going to get naked and then you don't, it's false advertising.
What if she flashes?
I don't want to hear about it. Yes, Stan, you're on the air.
Hey, once you I want her to take her clothes off. I'm calling from Buffalo. Represent Buffalo. Come on,
Nice.
baby.
We're at in Buffalo.
Buffalo, downtown Buffalo.
Downtown.
Downtown Buffalo representing.
Yeah, I mean, tell him he could have stayed here and played in on Chippewa.
Chippewa.
And one of those strip.
All right.
Yeah, get that guy.
Lindsay, having a tough day today. Your brother putting you through the mill, huh? Do you have anything you want to say to him right now?
I hate you.
Wow.
Listen, what does a guy got to do to make it?
Well,
Yes, Jim. Go ahead, Jim. You're on the air.
Yo, Howard, you're my hero for making this chick cry. They shouldn't come in here unless they know what they're doing. And they should,
Well, I'm not making her cry, am I? I mean, it's your brother that's
No,
making you
but
cry, I would imagine. Isn't he?
exactly.
Who's making you cry exactly, so we know?
Lindsay, who do you hold responsible for this whole mess?
Him.
Okay.
Meaning who?
My brother.
Of course.
Why don't you do what other people do? Go get a hot stripper in here or get naked for her.
No, he promised.
He promised his sister.
So that's what he.
That's no fun if you just bring in a stripper. We can get any stripper to come in here and get naked. Fun when a guy has his sister do it right in front of him.
Don't you have a sister who's a stripper?
No.
Oh.
Yo, Howard, I got a question, man. Dude, you see how your sister's upset and stuff like that. If she said she would do it now, would you still go? Would you still do it?
No, I don't. If she really
Sure he
doesn't
would.
want to.
He would totally do
If she said she would do it, I wouldn't stop her. But I mean, I'm not going to force her. You know?
This whole thing's crazy, right? So Lindsay, you drove down from Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
8 hours, right?
And in the car, did your brother tell you that he needed you to get naked so he could play the guitar? Is that when he broke it to you?
Sort of.
Yeah. What did he say?
That he was coming on here and he had told, that we were twins and everything. And I don't know. I mean, I was okay with it, I guess. Not really, but now it's like really hitting me. I mean, I have kids and I have respect for myself. And
You're kidding. We've never met one of those.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I see the girls on your show and they're just...
Sluts.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you have respect for yourself. How did that happen?
Maybe they do that up in Buffalo.
Right around Albany, she got
You think it's because you're Buffalo? Because we've never met anyone with respect for themselves.
You have respect. How about for $500?
I'll do it for 500.
I can't do it for money. I have respect for myself. You know?
1,000.
Oh.
Hey, throw that respect out the window.
Yeah, get rid of that respect.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're a nice-looking girl. No question about that, but probably just a little uptight.
If you take off your clothes for money, you are not a whore. I don't care.
Explain how that works.
I don't care what society says to you.
Yes, Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, is it me, or is this just driving me crazy that this girl's crying? I think it's a turn-on. What do you think?
I love it.
You're a sicko.
I love it.
You know what I think we need? I think we need a little clip of carnal knowledge.
I'd love her to cry while she takes her clothes off.
Oh, that's
I haven't heard the carnal knowledge clip in a long time.
We'll do that later.
Hey, Howard.
We're in the middle of an interview, yes?
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
You got any prizes over there?
Yes.
Come on now.
Chris, go ahead.
Yes, I want to tell this dirty little horse, take your clothes off, you little slut!
Wow. These guys are rough. That sets the waterworks going, right?
See, I think if you took money from us, it would be wrong. You should do it because you want to do it for your brother. That's the right reason.
I'm not giving any money.
I don't want to take money.
Yeah, we shouldn't take money.
If you did, it would.
By the way, that was your father on the phone. I don't know if you know that. Did you tell your parents you were coming down here with your brother?
Yeah.
And what did they think of this, you getting naked so he could play the guitar?
They made me promise I wouldn't do it.
Oh, really? I see.
But you still got in the car.
Yeah, but he also has a friend down here that, we were coming to visit and everything, so...
Did you tell your husband you were going to do this?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He wasn't too happy about it, but I promised him too.
Promised him too that you wouldn't?
So you knew you wouldn't do it.
But she got to the front door and she didn't want to do it. Yet he had the brother had a conversation with her that made her come in here.
Okay, what'd your brother say to you?
He said he'd be willing to do anything to do, I don't know.
You don't know what he said?
He'd do anything. He's crazy. I'm like the shy person, and he's like, he'll do anything.
But when you were out in the green room and you were on your way in here, at that point you were ready to do it?
I was still undecided until I got in here. And then I seen everybody and
Don't mean she wasn't ready. I had her all ready to go, all primed up.
Would it help if, like, say, like myself and Casey and Doug and Artie left? Would that make it easier for you?
No.
You know what might make it easy for you? If we blindfold you, and then you take your clothes off, you don't have to look at us.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, but I wouldn't take I just can't take all my clothes off.
Well, like, what would you take off?
The shirt the most.
The shirt the most? No beef?
But shirt and bra or just shirt? Shirt and the bra, right?
Shirt and the bra?
How about the pants, just like being at the beach? You leave the underpants on.
Right, like the beach, Coco.
You know what I want to see you wearing?
We could blindfold you and drug you first. We could put you on a heavy drug. Yes.
Where are you going to get drugs?
I want to see you wearing a smile.
How about one boob and a beef? Leave the other boob in the bra.
There's no need to cry.
You'll take a half-naked body?
Your son is on the phone. Hello.
Yes, Mom, I want you to do it. Mom, I need a new PlayStation.
Jane, go ahead.
I think you guys are being so terrible, especially the callers. That is just awful, and I don't blame her for feeling that way. However, if I had driven all that way, and if I thought my brother were really that good, and for the $1,000, I would think about doing it. That's my opinion. Now, I mean, believe me, I would be horrified too. I'd probably be sitting there crying, knowing how they like. I mean, I'm in my mid-30s, and supposedly you hit the wall in your 30s.
Who said $1,000? I'm not looking for money.
Nobody said any money.
This guy said he's coming down here. He's bringing his two sisters to get naked. He bombed out. He brought one sister, and now the sister's having second thoughts. This whole thing's a fiasco. It's a bust.
But she wants him to get to play. Suppose he's the new Eddie Van Halen, and he never gets discovered. You have to think about that.
You know, Eddie Van Halen's sister did get naked for him on a radio show.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
It would all make sense in the future if he became hugely successful, wouldn't it?
How about if we take your clothes off and we promise not to laugh at all the freaky stuff that might be going on from the two kids?
God.
What do you think of that?
That's what she's worried about.
Yeah, well, if we keep a straight face, and then if you're blindfolded, then you can't really see what we're doing. And we'll look at you.
You can be quiet.
Tell you the truth, you don't have a bad body, honey. I can tell through the pants. You got a nice figure.
I mean, we've had people come down here who really had no right to take their clothes off. You're not one of them at all.
Yeah, you're hot. There's no question about it. Hey, this is a priest from Buffalo. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, what can we do for you?
Yes, I think she went to my Catholic school, and I think that she should do it for God and take her clothes off and do the right thing.
That's your priest calling it. Yes, Brandon, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
What's the deal, Howard? How you doing?
All right.
Now, what's going on with this girl? She's not getting naked?
No.
You guys need to string her up by her feet and beat her like a piñata.
Well, I mean, there's a... Oh, my God.
Chris, go ahead. Yes, Chris, one final comment.
I feel like I'm stuck in a frat house.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yo, honey, you're going to look like an idiot because, you know what? You're going to be on E! crying now. Now you're going to have 20 people looking at you, and you're going to be crying instead of naked. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, dude. You're going to be crying. You're going to be crying.
She doesn't seem to feel too bad about
She
it.
seems all right with that.
By the way, that was George Steinbrenner, the owner of the Yankees.
You know what would be hilarious if we do get her to get naked and then he completely sucks?
Sucks. Yeah, that'll be funny.
Are you good?
I told you, I'll give you, if you can tell me I suck to my face, I'll give you a $100 bill cash right now.
You suck.
I mean, if you honestly, fine, I'll give it to you. If you can honestly say, I'll give it to you if you think so.
Well, listen, unfortunately, I can't bend the rules today.
Okay.
You're not playing the guitar, and I don't want... What is that?
Just the top.
No.
Well, and
No.
the bra.
No.
And-
I want you to keep
And
your
the
clothes
pants,
on.
but the underwear on.
No.
No, we feel terrible now.
No. I needed to see some beaver.
I'll show you some beaver.
They were all excited.
I don't want to see your beaver, dude.
Could you take my CD at least and check it out?
No.
There's 3 songs.
No.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. He might like it. I'm going to leave it here.
I needed to see the ass crack. I needed
Throw
to
it in
see
the
everything.
garbage if you want. If you want to listen to it.
Throw it in the garbage.
I think we'll
Go
do it
ahead.
right now.
Right now.
Go ahead.
A deal is a
If you do that, you're going to
I
make
tell you
me
what,
cry.
though, your sister is the victim here. What is that? What?
Throw it away.
What'd you say?
Go ahead, burn it.
I didn't hear what your sister just said. Lindsay, what's wrong?
Hey, hate this.
Of course you hate this.
In fact, break it in half.
Right.
Break the CD. Give me that CD. I'll break. I'm breaking the CD. I have to break your CD in half so we don't even tempt ourselves to listen to it.
He's bending it, Lindsay.
So that I'm breaking the CD.
This is it.
You can stop it.
He's stepping on it. Oh.
Think I can break a CD? My condition?
Weak.
All that working out doesn't get you even the ability to break a CD.
Artie, break the CD, will you? I can't get it broken. Break his CD.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Well, we want to make sure we don't break our
Get
promises
KC to break it.
ourselves.
He's the muscle man.
2 minutes, I'm going to smash the guitar.
1 second.
Wow. You want me to do it for you?
I got it.
Oh.
He broke it.
Is it broken? Let me see.
That doesn't even break. You brought it in
Leave it alone. Forget it.
Wow.
Consider it broken. We can only
That's
break.
a sign.
You gonna break it?
Oh,
Baba Booey broke it.
Tata Tutti broke that with his teethy.
CD is gone. You're crying again. What happened? Why are you crying?
Because I worked hard on that.
Is that why you're crying? Why are you crying? Tell us.
I don't know. Because I told you 1,000 times.
Well, that's not We broke your brother's CD.
No, not just that. I mean,
Tell us 1,001 times.
Do you want his music heard?
Yeah.
I think what we're going
Then
to
you
do,
can make that happen.
in a couple of minutes, I'm going to go over, I'm going to put his guitar out of tune. Once it's out of tune, there's no turning back, because I don't have time to have him tune it up again to play.
fine, I'll do it.
What are you doing?
I'll do it.
Get completely naked? Your brother says, do you want her to get it naked?
Yeah, but look at her, man.
Well, you look at her.
Jesus. I'm not looking at her.
You're going to get completely naked after all this?
Nah,
She believes in her brother.
It's awful. Don't worry about it. It's awful what you have to go
What do you mean
through.
don't worry about it? Who are you telling not to worry about
I'm
it?
telling her not to worry about it. She's just upset about it.
You know what, Lindsay?
Listen, I love you guys. I'm glad I got to come here.
Here's
Just be here for 10 minutes is great.
It's like
Hold on, if your sister's getting naked, I got to get my baby oil out.
But Lindsay, it's like diving in a pool. Don't stick your toe and just start. When you're ready, you go.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not ready.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I can see you're completely. You're gonna have a nervous breakdown.
Do you think that you're going to feel you're going to regret this?
I
when
know
you
I
walk
am.
out?
You're gonna regret it.
I know it.
Yeah, you can't handle it.
No, she's going to regret not doing it.
Oh,
I think what happens is that when you leave here, people go, you know what? What's the big deal? You should have done it. And that's it, though. The opportunity's gone. This is the moment.
Jeff the drunk. What is it?
If I can get naked, this chick can.
That's for
Sure. Yeah, it's easy for guys to do it. Like I said, he'd do anything. He'd probably stick things.
I would. Oh, really? Guy, you're on the air.
Howard.
Hey, Guy.
You're a dick, man. Come on. What's wrong with you, man? This girl's crying. How could you do that?
What am I supposed to do here? Should I have him play the guitar anyway? Then everyone's going to yell at me that I pussied out.
Yeah, man.
Put yourself in my position.
Is she cute or what?
Yeah, she's adorable.
Brunette or blonde?
Brunette.
All right. Well, I like brunettes, but let her play. Let her play.
No, because that ruins the whole thing. Then guys are just going to come down here and no one's ever going to get naked.
It's like gambling in baseball. It messes with the integrity of the whole game if we let it happen.
Yeah. It's like letting guys in baseball, some of them gamble. You can't. Either one way or the other. You understand, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you. You're trying to run a tight ship down.
I'm trying to run a show.
We can't be taken advantage of over and over again.
Honey, if you don't get naked, he got to come down here. He doesn't play. You broke an $8 CD. You can make another one. It's no big deal.
I know.
All right, listen. Lindsay, you're a beautiful woman. You're a mother of two. But it's not going to happen today. Your brother will not get his national...
I'll do it.
No,
I'll do it.
you're not ready.
No, really.
We feel bad.
Now you're going to take off every stitch of clothing and show me your beaver?
Isn't this when the brothers should be standing
Excuse me, Art. You're prepared to show me your beaver?
Do I have to just stand here naked?
Yes.
For how long?
A good 5 minutes.
No, I think...
5 minutes? How about a minute?
I thought it was like
a minute?
As long as she...
I don't know if I can finish in a minute.
Howard, as long as she's naked, he gets to play.
If it's 1 minute,
Yeah, as long
could
as
I
you're
go
naked.
and put a robe on and then just take it off and stand there for a minute? Could I do that?
No.
You
The fun is the humiliation of watching you take each article of clothing
We
off.
got to see the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the fun part. You understand my fun, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
He's got to get something out.
It's not hot to watch you open a rope. The shirt comes off, then you're struggling with the pants, your shoes. Forget about it.
Trip on your
Dude, I'll
underwear.
get naked for you right now.
Dude,
Come on.
Dude, no one here is gay.
You're throwing tomatoes at guys' ass. How did those dudes get to come up and get tomatoes thrown?
Different scenario.
They didn't
get to
get to
play.
play a
my God.
guitar.
You can throw eggs in my butt.
The rope's too clinical.
Okay.
Didn't have a CD.
And besides,
Didn't have a CD.
I was going to ask you to do jumping jacks.
Oh, no.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I won't do that.
I got a whole
I
plan.
won't do that.
I wouldn't do that. I mean, and I was just going to ask that as a favor. I get off on that. Your husband's on the phone. Hello?
Lindsay, sweetheart, show Howard the Beaver. What's the matter? When you come home, we'll do it in the back door.
All right, there's your husband saying to do it. Dominic, go ahead.
When he first called up, didn't he say that he and his sisters had not seen each other all their life? That they were raised separately?
No. Is that true?
No.
That wasn't him. That was another guy. He wanted to play It's Just
No,
Wrong.
they're the couple that were raised by wolves. Thank you, Dominic. Listen, you're not psychologically prepared for this. I can see that. You're going to be so mentally unstable once you
Yeah,
take
but
your
I'm going to
clothes
be
off.
even worse if...
No, you're not. You're
Yes,
fine.
I am.
No. Shh.
No.
Listen to me. I see. You can't even handle it. I'm going to be sitting here. Benji's going to pull his pants down. He's going to be pleasuring himself.
See, I'm with you, Howard, because if she was going to do it, she'd already been doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
You're in no condition to do it. If I let you do it now, people would be mad at me. I'm not going to have that.
Lindsay, don't do it.
That's KC saying it, and he's on medication from a psychiatrist.
I think it's working.
It's working. Yeah, what happened to you?
The medication just kicked in.
I really feel bad. I don't know why.
Me too.
I feel horrible.
Yeah, that's not like you.
It's over. By the way, Casey's gay.
Oh, Howard, by the way, the waterworks are just really starting up big again.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and cry. Get it out. Please.
Play the music.
I'll
Run the
do
music.
it.
Play the music.
No doing it.
Play the
It's
music.
over.
If he's that good,
It's not fun anymore.
someone will discover him.
Not in Buffalo. Who the hell?
So come here. What are you doing in Buffalo?
How am I going to just pack up and leave?
It's not funny.
Yeah, how could you leave Buffalo?
I tell you what, Lindsay, I'm going to give you a prize because you were unaware of all this. Your brother duped you. I'm going to give you a PDA. You know what a PDA is?
No.
Well, neither do I. But you're getting one. And 4 months of free service courtesy of Avanto from Sybase. Your Wi-Fi connection. You've won something none of us know what it is.
Howard, what did you
What
say?
you won?
Is it Avantgo?
Avanco.
Avantgo.
Avanco.
You know
gotta
what?
tell you.
I hardly care.
I know.
Well, you're
I
giving
hardly
it
care.
away. Should say it right.
All right. Like someone cares if it's from Avanco or Avango.
Well, they have to know how to spell it. That's why.
It's valuable.
I'm not going to allow you to get naked. I can see that you can't handle it.
No, I could. It's really going to kill me if he
No.
doesn't get to.
No. He might kill you, but it's not going to kill you. You're going to survive this.
Who the hell is that?
And listen to me.
Yo.
Stop bringing your sister into you becoming famous.
Well, what do I have to do?
You have to go out like any other guitar player
And
play
I do.
and go out and
I play everywhere.
Play everywhere, and people in clubs will hear you and develop a career.
Hey, why didn't the twin come? The other one. How come she didn't come?
Because she's not
cry-
insane.
She'd cry worse than her problem.
Exactly.
I was going to say, you could come back with the other sister.
No,
That'd be a way to
she'd be worse
go.
than
You've
her.
got to move to New York. Get a bad single room apartment.
Oh,
Give
I
oral
can't.
to guys to pay the rent.
I got my job. I wouldn't mind giving oral to guys to pay for rent.
Really?
yeah.
You're gay?
Oh, I'm gay as all hell.
Oh, you are? I didn't know
Kidding.
that.
What are you, nuts?
You look a little gay.
Artie, what are you doing tonight, big boy?
Well, then do KC because he's lonely.
He looks...
Hey, come on,
listen, I'm glad this happened. You shouldn't have to promote your brother's career. You're not wrong. It's not up to you for your brother to become famous. It's up to your brother.
And don't feel bad about this.
What about Stump the Buoy? These
When
guys
I was a
bring this-
radio disc jockey in Hartford, I had my sister get naked for Bill Nozzle, the program director, and that's how I got my job. That's true.
Don't you feel bad?
But don't you feel bad?
Howard, do you think if he becomes famous, if it somehow works, he'll not hold it against her, right? He'll cut her in and take care of her. If he
She loves you very much.
And
There's
she was
no
willing.
doubt.
We said no.
She was willing. I'm saying no.
I understand.
All right.
And you understand there's no way we can let him play now either because it just ruins what the show's about, you know.
I do have good news for you, though.
What?
Eric from Electra Records. Go ahead. Make your announcement.
Hi, how you doing? I'm the promotion manager for Electra, and I'll listen to this guy's CD, and if it's any good, I'll pass it on to my A&R department.
Ah.
You got another CD?
Yeah, I brought a bunch more.
All right.
You don't think I'm going to let you break my own CD?
So there's a happy ending.
But he better not suck. I'm only going to listen to the first 30 seconds.
You got it, Eric. Thank you, Eric. That's very nice.
Thank you.
That's a legitimate guy, Eric from Electra Records. He
But
will
is this
listen.
guy like a John Mayer? I mean, what is
Am I a bad-looking dude? Do you think I'm disgusting looking?
No, you're not disgusting looking.
No. I'm going to
I'll make
pass
you
your
happy.
CD on to Eric from Electra.
All right, thank you.
So you do get something out of it.
Thank you.
All right. Does that sound good to you, Lindsay?
Yeah, if that's okay with him.
It's okay. If we should, it's a chance of a lifetime.
I feel like the bad guy, and I don't really care, you know.
Well, who else do we blame?
I told
Now
you
you don't
I'm happy
have to
I'm
feel
here.
bad,
I'm
okay?
happy I'm here, you know.
You don't have to feel bad now. Stop all the tears.
She's almost like a hostage at this point.
Run the tape again. Run the tape.
All right.
Who else is the bad guy in this scenario?
Lindsay, why are you crying now? Are those tears of happiness?
No.
What's wrong? What happened now? Why are you crying now? You got a PDA.
See, I think she still feels like she made a mistake. She's conflicted, right?
You got a PDA, and your brother's going to be listened to by a top guy in Electra Records.
Yeah, but what's a PDA? I mean, I don't care. You can keep the PDA.
You don't even know what a PDA is, and you're turning it down.
know.
Don't turn it down. Take what you can get.
I'm giving you something nice, a PDA.
Baba
Those
Booey.
things rule. Those things are cool. It's like a computer.
I almost wore that same exact shirt today, Baba Booey.
All right. All right. I think I'm done with the two of you.
right.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
I'm sorry for
Don't be sorry. You made your choice. You rejected your brother's love.
His big shot.
His big chance. No, you did the right thing. You aren't comfortable with it. It's not your responsibility to get your brother famous. And now he's going to get his record listened to anyway from a record company guy.
Right.
You're okay.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
Thank you.
There goes Lindsay and Ken.
Wow.
Lindsay's still upset and crying. Good luck with your PDA. And you can see Ken at the local gas station in Buffalo. There goes Ken with his guitar case still closed, Robin.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we're going to do the news for you right after these words.
Howard, now you see here, you big-breasted faggot. Nobody wants David Wells back here. David Wells is a fatso who has 2 good years, and he happened to have pitched the perfect game in one of them. But Roger Clemens, the Rocket, is going straight to the Hall of Fame, and you are a fag, and you know nothing about Yankee matters. So keep your fag mouth closed and stop making people sick on their way to work in the morning. You fag.
The Howard Stern Show.
Hey now. Hey now. In case you were listening to the last segment, not only did this guy get some good out of it, but Jim from Bad Boy Records is going to listen to the guy's CD as well. Is that right, Jim?
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah. Jim, you're going to
Is this
listen?
Howard?
Yes.
Hey, Howard. Listen, Jim is my intern. This is Mark Gimacy. Just wanted to give you a quick call. Guy sounds like he's got some talent. I'm not really sure about it. If he could send his record my way, I'd really appreciate it.
All right. Fair enough. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. We'll send that over to Bad Boy. See?
Well, look at that.
What can I tell you?
Better off not playing.
Trust me, he is. All right, Robin, what's in the news?
Are you getting ready for this hurricane that's headed our way, Hurricane Isabel?
How can I? I'm making preparations for Simchas Torah. It's either that or the other thing.
Well, you got to get ready for one or the other.
Yes, I am making preparations.
Do you think we're going to get socked?
I do not.
I hope not. I don't think we're ready.
Unless it's God punishing us for all the gays,
Yes,
according to that woman who called earlier.
Yeah, we deserve this hurricane.
Well, surely the warning was the blackout.
Yeah.
Hey-oh.
And we didn't listen.
When did I say it'll hit, Rob? I got to fly Friday.
It's
and I'm
supposed
all
to be
worried
later
about that.
this week that we're supposed to start
great.
seeing the effects
Thursday,
of Hurricane
Friday.
Isabel. Yeah.
I think it will be downgraded. I don't even believe it will be a hurricane.
Really?
That
By
is
the
what I
time it
believe.
gets here?
That's my prediction. Hurricanes always end up getting downgraded. You get ready for them. You almost get psyched up for them.
Yeah.
And then somehow they just never come to fruition.
Well, sometimes they do cause some damage.
Rarely. Or around here, I mean.
Yeah.
It will be downgraded.
But, you know, they're playing it up a lot in the news. Everybody's saying, you know, I was listening to somebody saying in Jersey that the Home Depot had been wiped out of generators. People
Yes.
are acting as if